Let's start with background. So technically you have something in your background that's maybe growing out of your head. Or the one I see a lot is ceiling fans that just happen to be right above your head. And worse yet, they're on. So they're spinning and they look like a beanie. It looks like you're wearing a beanie. But what's wrong with that? Well, it distracts from you and your message. So imagine behind me today if I had three bicycles, you would probably be looking at the background saying, well, what kind of bike? What kind of bike is she riding? Is that what is that back there? And and what happens is your attention, your thought, your working memory is focused on the bikes and not on the message, right? And we know, especially for learning and development, learning absolutely necessitates attention. So we really do a lot to minimize distraction. So I would say that's one of the most common ones. The other error that's very common is lighting. People, it's a video literacy is something that we're just learning, and most of us are growing in this area of being video literate. But lighting is one of the basics, and we don't always realize how much lighting is required for good video. And Matt, you know this as a professional videographer, but sometimes people will light from the back. There will just be a window that happens to be there where their office is. Or they'll have ceiling lights on, which create like halos and are distracting. Or they'll have a window to the side. The bright sunshine comes in the early afternoon, and you have this real hot spot on your face where you're just washed out. And then the other side is in shadow or silhouette. Other errors include like where you frame yourself in the frame, and I'll see if I can maybe demonstrate it. So they might truncate themselves right at the chin. They're off to the side. We only see their
Here,
face. You
that
see
will
how that's
help
like
you.
super, thank you. It's a super awkward angle, right? When I used to odd truncations right there. And I'm not really leveraging my real estate. I'm just kind of a little head in the back. And then of course we move differently on camera. So we don't move, it's not front to back. In person, we can move front to back, but on video, it's not, because this is what happens. If I move toward camera, you see how everything grows gigantic, and people will gesture and not realize that they are blocking their face or blocking the camera, or they move really fast with their gestures and they think, oh, but you're actually covering your face. So when we're communicating, when you think about how you learn language, where do we look? We look at eyes, we look at mouth, we want to see your face.